Hello again my friends, so this image was recently leaked on Reddit. It's official promotional art for Destiny's next expansion, Rise of Iron, and oh my, what a glorious image it is. Lord Saladin, flaming axe in hand, surrounded by a pack of wolves. It's about as badass as you can get, and it's an image that tells a story. You can be sure that every detail on display here was meticulously put together by Bungie's art team. That's right, if we dig a little deeper, some very interesting things start to emerge. Here are 5 very cool theories behind this image. First up, the setting. It appears as though Lord Saladin is standing in front of the Cosmodrome wall in old Russia. But is it possible to pinpoint exactly where this location is within the game just from looking at this image? Well, eagle-eyed Destiny fans spotted this logo. It's the logo for the Russian Federal Bureau of Aeronautics, who used to operate the Cosmodrome during humanity's golden age. You see, the Cosmodrome was once a vital link to space, which is why you still see abandoned colony ships in this area of old Russia. Now, bearing all that in mind, how can we pinpoint this location in Destiny? Well, if we look at the Cosmodrome wall, where players first start the game, we see the same Russian logo and the same familiar Cosmodrome pillars. Could this be where Lord Saladin is standing in the promotional Rise of Iron poster? It certainly seems that way. There is, however, one major difference between these two images: the huge gaping hole behind Lord Saladin. Now, as you can see, there's burning debris and Lord Saladin is carrying a flaming axe. Was it Lord Saladin that smashed through the Cosmodrome wall? And if so, why? There's a perfectly good door right here, you big oaf. Now, you may be a crucible god, Lord Saladin, but damn, you'd make a shit architect. But who am I kidding? Wanton destruction, especially if it's carried out with a flaming axe, is fucking awesome. So then, if Lord Saladin is indeed standing in old Russia, it would be safe to assume that at least some of the expansion will take place on Earth, which brings me on to my next point. According to Kotaku, Rise of Iron will contain a brand new raid, a fallen raid with a twist. Now, will this raid be in a new location on Earth, which would kind of make sense as we've yet to have a raid on Earth, or perhaps on an entirely new planet, Europa for example? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Next up, we have to talk about Lord Saladin's flaming battle axe, or is it a hammer? Let's go with axe for now. So then, a flaming axe. Now, Destiny's last expansion, The Taken King, introduced exotic swords, and I have to admit, it's without a doubt my favourite weapon in Destiny. Could Rise of Iron introduce exotic axes? God, I hope so. So then, are there any other clues that may hint at exotic axes being introduced to the game? Well, this early Titan concept art taken from Destiny's official art book shows a Titan holding, well, this. What is this? If we zoom in, we see it's definitely not a gun. Could this be an early prototype axe? Is Lord Saladin's impressive flaming beast, misses, the spiritual successor to this crude melee weapon? Again, God, I hope so. Now, as a quick side note, I think cloaks look better on Titans. Next up, the delightful wolves sniffing around Lord Saladin's boots. Now, I read a funny Reddit post that said this is why Lord Saladin has so many wolf cloaks to give away. But seriously though, what are these wolves doing here? It's the first time that any animal has been featured in Destiny's promotional material. Are they included here simply for artistic value to make this image even more epic? Or will they feature in cutscenes or perhaps even in-game? Can you imagine controllable familiars in Destiny? Now that would be a first. Or maybe they're just Lord Saladin's loyal pets. They certainly fit into Lord Saladin's Iron Banner theme. Wolf armor, wolf coins, wolf cloaks, wolf emblems, you get the idea. This dude fucking loves wolves. And this brings me on to my final point. Lord Saladin is all about Iron Banner, a PvP event created to train Guardians and honour the Iron Lords and Iron Wolves. So what's he doing slap bang in the middle of a promotional poster for Destiny's next campaign expansion? Well, we simply don't know. Could Rise of Iron refer to the Iron Lords and Iron Wolves? And if so, who are they? Well, the Iron Lords and the Iron Wolves were Guardians who defended the last safe city on Earth during its darkest hours. We know their names because Iron Banner weapons are named after them. Could Rise of Iron explore the story behind these fearless Guardians? It's certainly a theory. So there you go, 5 theories about Rise of Iron: the Cosmodrome wall, the fallen raid on Earth, exotic axes, wolves, the Iron Lords. What are your thoughts on all these theories? Leave a comment below and let me know. And that, my dear friends, brings us to the end of the video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe for daily Destiny content, and thanks for watching, you beautiful bastards. And as always, tee hee hee, until next time, Guardians.